wanna give them more when I touch down. Touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a temper feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me Folger, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky, hair stocky.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go now. Packer 60, Packer 60. Check pass, check pass. Packer 11, Packer 11. Ready.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
Right, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective enough.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of this caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To throw is Jackson. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced it. Back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. It's David Ajabo there for the tackle. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hurts completing this one quickly. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Justin Matabike working his way to the quarterback that time. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Hurts. And he fires one, but incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 41. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Go, check. Go, check.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Smith.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The dial up the court works that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Jackson now. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play action. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up the touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better.
An offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal?
Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Right there.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. They'll go again with Sanders.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
There's the stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Throwing is Hurts. And this one complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation, because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
No surprise to see him running again here. Is something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up the 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Well, after that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter.
On the jump.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Give him 30 yards there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll fake the give to Sanders. Now Hurts.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Over the middle here to Brown.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 1st down, Hurts.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
They'll run with Sanders.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Sanders again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts,
His second touchdown of the night.
and the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
The throw here. The tight end. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is.
is, he is truly a big man who just made a big play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They go play action now. Jackson flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Hunt. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Pass the 60, pass the 60.
They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
He's got room past the 30. Now he's free to midfield.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell the offense, you had one job. All right, you knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the football, and we win the game.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And taken right on the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And that's complete to Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that 1st down run.
Check back. Trap 50. Trap 50. Hey, let's go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 2nd down, a run to Dobbins.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run.
Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Ravens send their punt and send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle.
And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Into the hands of Sanders. And he will get out of bounds. That stops the clock, but 2-yard gains, definitely not what you're looking for at this juncture. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Mustang 19.
Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome of the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough. Because it was a night game, makes it much shorter on the turnaround, doesn't it? Especially for the visiting team.